What's up, guys? We're going to do a build video today. Full build video. Round duffel bag. This is a product that we make. We don't make a lot of them. We have not made them actually in probably a year, maybe two. And lady that works here, that runs most of the shop, named Miranda, she has some grandkids, and she has expressed that her birthday is today and that she would love to have a round duffel. Now, this, of course, wasn't said to me. This was said without me present, with chattering and whispers and little squirrel sounds. And she wants a splatter round duffel that is orange inside with orange handles. And then I'm at dinner being told this, and I'm like, okay, we'll build that. And she's like, oh, she'll be so stoked, that she'll be so happy about this. So this morning I'm like, hey, Cody, have you cut that bag? He's like, I cut both of them. I go, what do you mean both of them? Who's the other one for? He says, well, Amanda wants one. So we're going to build two bags, and Amanda's will have this Tiffany blue handles and teal liner inside. That's as close as we've gotten to the Tiff blue, but it works well. And on this one, this is actual real Type 13, which I love to use. It's very robust. It's a great webbing, especially the orange. It's just such a good color. Works really well for like dog collars and stuff too. But that's what Miranda wants. And Amanda wants the Tiff blue. This is a 2-panel, probably a polyester seatbelt webbing. It's probably a 2 true inch. It's probably a true 2-inch. Yep. And this came off Amazon. Amazon actually's got, if you need something kind of in a hurry, you're not going to get a great price on it. They're not going to have bulk of it, but you can usually turn it around pretty quick if you need something. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do these 2 round duffels. These are fully lined, and the zippers are not exposed. There is zipper lips on these. Basically, we just back to back the pack cloth with the Cordura, and then we sew our handles on. First, we're going to find centerlas and everything. We're going to sew the Velcro on, and then we're going to come out from the Velcro with the webbing. And then it fully encompasses all the way around. And then we're going to sew on our circles, on our end caps. We're going to sew this webbing, and we're going to capture a piece of hardware for a pivoting adjustable shoulder strap. And I'm going to show you how we do our shoulder straps. I can do these keepers on here. We used to do them on like 1-inch webbing would have a 1 inch, 1.5 inches would have 1.5 inches. I like the 2-inch. It just holds it in place better. And what this is really for is when this bag goes, you have it sitting on the chair next to you at a restaurant or coffee shop or whatever, sandwich shop. When you go to grab this, it keeps these 2 pieces of webbing together. You can stage these kind of off the ends, and it just keeps it together, and you don't have to untangle this and unfish it and move it around. So pretty simple build, really. Circles might throw some of you guys off the first time. Just look at it as though I'm finding top dead center, top bottom, do it in halves or quarters, and they'll clock right. This is going to be a pretty quick build probably. I say that, and you never know what'll happen. This could be a, never know, we'll see. Let's see what happens here. Let's start with elimination of pieces, and we'll start by sewing our panels together. This is, this splatter, I think this is a poly. I think it's actually a 600. It just depends where you get it, when you can get it. I think this came from China. I think it came in from China. The shipping is very costly from China, but by the time you pay the material and shipping, it's still half of the United States. For the most part, all we've brought in from China is stuff we could not get in the United States. We went to buy some some splatter, and we could not get it, so we bought that. So whatever, choose to use it, don't use it. It'll cut your material costs by half, though, especially for stuff you're doing that's non-berry compliant. So, and let's be real, most guys screaming berry compliancy, they don't have any contract anyways. It's a thing in their head, and they're really holding their business back, especially when you're starting. If you could think about how much you spend in Cordura and webbing for the last year, right? Even a hobbyist. How much have you spent on your material? What if you could cut your material in half? How many more machines could you have bought with that? How much more equipment? How much new technology could you have added into your business that would make you just years ahead by doing that? So those are just choices. Choose to use those tools. Don't use them. It's like all those old dudes are like, I'm never getting on the internet. I'm never getting a smartphone. Cool. We'll take your part of the market. Thought I had my headphones on. You know what'd be cool? If there was another table right beside here. Also, any of you guys that we have a lot of conversations. I do a live every night at 9 o'clock, and I've had a lot of people reach out to me and go, hey man, I've been watching your videos. I've started, to take this hobby up. And there's a lot of question as to sewing machines. I see guys starting new that have machines that cost way more than machines I even have. Like I see guys with a shop with 40 grand, 50 grand worth of machines already. And I don't know where their funding comes from. Like they must have a pretty good slave job, or they've just been smart with their money. Not me, not at all. And other guys struggle to buy $1,000 machine. And I used to say for years, I'm like, oh, you can get a console for $1,000, thinking that 1,000 was actually high. And we've been looking at machines lately. We actually went and bought some. That video just went up. We bought a couple. Those machines we bought from him, I paid what I thought was too much for them. And they're missing parts, right? I see guys selling heads all the time. And I'm like, you'll get a table for a couple $100. Well, that's where I'm going with this, is you can no longer get a table for a couple $100. A table or a motor stand. This motor stand right here is called an L. They also have what's called a K. So this just goes down and then the legs come out and it's a L shape. The K has a letter K and it has a bar that comes up this way and a bar that comes out this way. Your choice. This is probably the more modern of them, the L's. When you buy a motor stand, when you source that part, it does not come with the knee lifter. It doesn't come with this arm or this bracket. And it also doesn't come with the piece underneath that this arm hits and actuates this lifter rod. So you have actually 3 components you have to buy plus a motor. And we were buying motors for $100 a piece for decades. And now they are $200 and $300 a piece. So anyways, if you source a new table motor stand that has the knee lifter parts and a servo motor, you're going to be close to $500. So I've been putting that information out there thinking I was giving guys on the high side to make sure they could hit that mark. And my information was off by a couple of years. Everything does cost more. We just haven't been buying. I have so many of them. I even have motor stands sitting around. I'm going to put that Singer, that black metal, well, they're all metal, but that Singer on too. But you're going to, like, if I was to buy 3 motor stands, man, I'm $1,200 to $1,500 right now just to put heads on them and get them running. So just kind of be aware of that. Just watch your marketplace. Don't discount Craigslist. We just found a badass machine. Like nobody has these things. And I'd been looking for one of these for a while. We were on the way to pick those machines up and Cody was driving and I was on Facebook and I just Googled this machine and I just started asking Google. I'm like, hey, can you find me one of these for sale near Tennessee? And it immediately found me a listing on a website we had not used in years and years and years, not Marketplace. And I messaged this dude, and by the time Brandel had even gotten home, I'd already bought this machine. We're going to pick it up tomorrow, this Landis. So pretty neat. Look around. You'll find one. They're there. I mean, I got a guy just messaged me. He's like, hey, I just bought a Consew 206. This is a Nakajima. I just bought a 206 for $300. It's a smoking deal. Even if it said this machine doesn't work, I'd buy it just for parts. Like, but I'm a hoarder. Like, I have 10 acres of, we're about to hoard a lot more stuff. Miranda loves it. What are we going to hoard? We're going to start collecting circus and amusement park memorabilia.
And pirate stuff.
Pirate stuff. Pirate amusement park.
I'm all in for that.
Are you?
Yeah.
I heard those pirates from Mandalay Bay are out of work. I heard they're looking for work. We can all we have to do, we don't have to have a big pond. It can just look like a pond. All we have to have is a hole in the middle that's about 6 feet around, and he'll jump right off the tower of the ship.
So we've got 3 of them.
Yeah. But it's got to look piratey. So if you watch this, I'm just holding this, and it's just sewing in a circle. I'm just kind of guiding where it's going. You can definitely pick the pace up. I've been sewing really slow, practicing for these old machines that are really slow. I'm still not sure that I'm not getting scammed. We'll see.
I highly doubt it.
Did you hear we're having a party?
Yeah, first week of October.
Yeah, it's actually been changed to the second week of October. The entire week. Curie loves it when I say things like that. She probably does. You don't ever know, though. You ever been to Wisconsin?
No.
I know you're telling me how much you want to go.
No, it's the last part that I
No, I think I'm pretty sure you said we should go to Wisconsin.
I'm pretty sure I said no.
Wisconsin. You know what they have in Wisconsin?
No.
They have no, you know why? No one's there, but you know why there's stuff there? Because nobody lives there. They have the best antique stores. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
I'm not gonna love it.
When I'm a quad billionaire, that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna drive around, road trip, and we're gonna have trucks follow us around like a film crew.
Or we just go antique?
We're just going to buy shit. I see all these big names that are into, like, anytime I go anywhere, I go antique, and I'm like, oh, that's cute. Like, you should see my collection. Did I tell you I got my oil changed the other day? It was $168 at an oil change place. All they did was change the oil. I think they put a filter on there, maybe. They're like, would you like to see your air cabin filter? I'm like, no. I'm like, Toyota does all this for free. I just need this done in a hurry, and I don't have time to go have it done. So, really cool. I actually am going to take some tool bags over there for that entire crew. It's at the Valvoline place here in town. The kid's like, hey, do you know a guy with a Range Rover? I'm like, yeah, I have a Range Rover. He's like, do you know another guy? I'm like, Tracy Hightower? He goes, yeah. I go, how you know him? He goes, well, we were talking Porsches and stuff. And I'm like, and I said, that's cool. He goes, yeah, I have a Panamera. I'm like, okay, that's cool. And I look back, he has a really nice Panamera, this kid. And I don't know how old he really is, but pretty cool. He's like, hey, I just want you to know, we have all the filters for everything Porsche here. So if you ever need an oil changer, we can do anything you need. I'm like, that's fucking cool that you took the time to come out here and tell me about this and try to bring business into your place. I'm putting this on back. Nope. So those toolboxes really caught my eye, and everything's always been black and red, but I think I want to add the black and blue ones because they just look so, like, that blue is so bright on those things. Yeah. It's mostly black, but the drawer faces in between are blue.
Those are at Lowe's.
Yeah, yeah. They had some Tiffany. Amanda was telling me about them. She's like, I've been looking for these for a long time, and they had them, and then they sold out of them because everybody's doing the baby toolboxes.
Yeah.
And then Amanda's printed a bunch of dividers and shit for inside them. Check that out. No one's got that shit.
Leather crow.
Brandel took all these colors and put them in a syringe and then just... He does that all the time when I walk past. He throws steroids on me.
Is that just as waxy as the other ones?
Is it what?
Like the coating on that, is it just as good as the other stuff?
No, I don't think this material's near as good as the other. The white, the weave. This, whatever this is, this white backing stuff is not as tight as our normal Corduras and stuff. And a lot of people sell this as Cordura, but I've seen it listed as like Oxford and different things. No, it's not as great, but I mean, we're not sending this out into combat either. This will work wonderfully for luggage or, you know, whatever they're going to use it for. Plus, we're about to line it up here. We're going to double it up. This will just give it a nice flash of color inside. It'll work swimmingly. You can tell when I've been listening to Adam Savage. He makes me want to clean things up. You can tell that I don't listen to him enough, though. Pan around, show him. What I need is Adam Savage to come here. You know you've made it when Adam Savage comes, and when you can have Adam Savage come set your workshop up.
He needs to do an entire YouTube series on going to people's houses, setting up their shop.
He does. He's busy though. Like his stuff is really, really good. You never know till you really meet him and like spend time with him, but he seems like a really nice guy. I know people stand in line a long, long time to show him at like cause shows and stuff.
Yeah.
To show them the costumes that they've made and things. There's a lot of weight to this. This material is definitely heavier than 500. So it's kind of pulling. So I'm just lining this up so that this material here on top, so that it's flat, and I want all the wrinkles out of it, you know, I want all the air out of it. So I'm just kind of needles down. I'm putting a stretch on here. I'm making sure I have all the slack out of this, and now I've bit these together. I'm pressing these together, and now I'm just going to feed these as one piece. I'm holding them in place more. The feed dogs and the walking foot is really moving the material, but if you did it independently and you just let gravity do what it's going to do, you'd end up with one of these stretched or shrunk. And then again too, with this pack cloth on top is pretty slick, so I'm just kind of walking it back over a little bit. My fingers are in between here. I'm pulling this over so that the edge is lined up. Cody cut these, so they're going to be pretty spot on. See what I'm talking about? I'm off here. I didn't, this one's on, but it's off here, so I would suspect, am I even or off here? No, I'm perfect here. Won't matter. You're not going to see it. We're going to lose almost an inch of the edge when we do the zipper fold over. You'll never see this. I'm not even going to stretch it into place. Can you build things with wood? Are you a construction guy?
Depends on what you're talking about.
Could you build that, like that rabbit house up there?
I'm sure, yeah.
Could you build that like
I built
5
that.
times bigger?
5 times bigger, that becomes a... I mean, probably.
I want a real big structure. Pole barn, I guess, right? No sides on it.
Okay.
Just like the rabbit. I want to do it out of 8x8s or better for my verticals because I want it really tall and single pitch, but big, right? That one's 20 by 30. think I want to do 40 by 60, probably. Because I want to put the sawmill and all the outside tools underneath it to where we can use it to put tractors and shit under, but still use it, have plenty of usable.
Are you looking at the same height?
Higher, or that high or higher. I like that height.
I was going to say, any higher, you'd start having to get into sides.
Well, we wouldn't have to get into sides. We'd just have to get into bigger poles.
I'm just thinking about...
I like that height. The intention with that was to put half of it in a second level to where we just had storage up top. And if we did one like that out there, it doesn't have to be even full stand-up height, just so we could put, I have all these old cages. I don't want to throw them away, but they're kind of in the way, but I want to have them if we ever need them.
And they're still out of the elements.
Yeah, or just PVC pipe or whatever.
Yeah. I always thought you needed kind of like what you have in the containers, like places where it's like arms sticking out, where it's like, okay, this is all happening.
I do. I need like a material storages. Yeah. I need to get.
Pull from.
I saw Cody Wrangler Star 2. I need to put in. We could do it out of even rail ties, but we could probably use cement K rails or something, to where we just have them sticking out, and then we just leave our tools there, our implements, so I can put a bucket down here and then put another bucket on top, put a grapple, or put the auger down here and then right above it put the grapple or something, just so we stack them vertical and everything's in one area.
You're not just laid down and
just not in the dirt. Yeah, I mean, I realized in all that pokeweed over there yesterday, I've got so much growing, some implement out there for the skid steer. I don't even know which one it is that's out there overgrown. It's like,
really?
Yeah. We've been working outside a lot. Not a lot, but some every day, It's a noticeable difference. So we're starting to get things back in control. Because if we're having a party in October and we put an hour or 2 hours a day into it, it will be 100% ready to go. We won't have to spend 2 weeks doing it. I need a material bin that holds more rock than what we normally have, and I need a material bin to hold wood chips without rain getting on them. Some way to just, even if maybe we do like a clear span, one of those vinyl covers or something. They just break down so fast when they're getting rained on all the time.
Yeah.
Every time we go to use that stuff for real somewhere and we bring, multiple buckets out of it, there's always animals living in there. There's critters. Like the turtles love to lay eggs. Snakes lay eggs in there. I didn't bush hog. I just used the mower and cut down. What did Tim say those plants yesterday were? The tall, skinny ones. Anyways, they've taken over everywhere up top, from the rabbit shed and above. And I got that spigot in there that I have a cage around so the dogs wouldn't get in there, because Magnus would take and grab that big hose and pull it out and then chew it to pieces. So we made a cage around it. But I noticed those have all grown up, and when I hogged them down, I found a nest of eggs that had like 40 eggs in it. And then 10 feet away, there's another nest of eggs that had like 40 eggs in it. So we're still pulling tons of eggs, but they're hiding a lot of eggs we're not getting. So we put the freeze dryer. Amanda fired the freeze dryer yesterday because we had it out in her building, but it's a hassle to go from the kitchen to her building. So we brought it back in, and it's running right now. And we should have about 2 more hours on that test load. We just put bread in there the first time, fire it, make sure we got vacuum, and then we're going to start freeze drying all the eggs again. Just go faster if you'd stop talking to me. What'd you request for lunch?
I have no clue.
I heard you're having barbecue chicken.
No, that's what I'm having.
That's what you're having. When are we going to make the first American flag? So that dude's channel I sent you
You're
on?
just sewing it together.
Correct. Versus what? Fabricating the material?
Yeah.
Well, let's
We
walk.
gotta fabricate the
We got to get a
material.
loom. So that dude's in Britain. And if you look at his channel, it's all how to make flags. He's made a Confederate flag. He's made all kinds of flags. The only flag he didn't have, I didn't see a swastika in his collection. But he's made some beautiful flags. And the way he did his stars and stuff was really cool.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen only recently have I seen a embroidery machine. It looks like one of these. This part here is skinnier, and it doesn't have a foot on it. It has a ring, has a post that comes down with a ring, and the needle runs super fast. And it's a manual embroidery machine. You walk your material and just...
Oh, it's like a little ring you can see through.
No, you don't really see through it. Instead of this, it's just a ring that the needle gets through, and that rests on the material, and you just move your material and hand embroider.
It's crazy.
It's pretty, they're expensive. I found one last night, they're $3,000.
I would assume it would have to go really fast.
It goes
to be able to
really
move it.
fast. Really fast. Is that the right side? Yep. This would be nice with X-Pack inside it. These bags don't need it though. These are from the car to the hotel.
I'd like one of these out of a canvas.
You want one? How do you want to do it? So did you see that tent I sent you?
Yeah.
So that's what size was it? 16 by 20?
Yeah, it's pretty big.
It's a GP medium, whatever it was, but it's old canvas. $800, that's a lot of canvas.
Yeah.
We could make a lot of shit out of it.
Crazy. It's,
It'd be a shame to cut that tent up.
yeah. When I saw it, I was like, damn, that's sick. Canvas.
Huh?
This would be pretty hard to make out of that old canvas, right?
Yeah. For a normal guy, maybe.
For our normal human.
See that?
The same on each side, so it's probably pattern.
Yeah, it actually probably is pattern. Now that you mention it.
That's exactly what it was in the other.
Cody's been drinking again. I don't think Cody was even here when these patterns were made. I'm not winding here.
Not winding your bobbin.
Dude messaged me this morning and said, hey, I don't know if you're looking for another one. He's got a Nakajima for $700 in his local market. I'm like, I would totally buy that. I don't know how we would get possession of it. So what we'll have to do, we'll have to do a class and then find out ahead of time everybody's coming, and then we search their local market, and I'm like, hey,
you got to pick up your own machine.
I'm gonna buy this. You bring
use it, but you leave it.
Okay. You know what would be cool?
What?
We had an extra 2 feet on that wall.
This way?
Yep.
So you put one more table?
Or 2 more tables. Cody, we're taking that 4x8 foot, that real nice table out of there because he's putting that roller behind it.
You could fit one more of these right here, easy.
We could just put 2 real tables here. That'd give us another 4 feet, 2 feet on the side. All right, what are we doing here? We're gonna find center to start with. I'm gonna put the zipper on before I do the other stuff, but we're just gonna do this now because it's less bulk that is on here, less present. So find center, find center.
Never find it after you put it on there?
Yeah, no shit. And then let's go ahead and find centers here also. So we're already marked. So when we go to clock this bag, look how nice that looks.
Is that the same material as the pack cloth?
It is, yeah. This is pack cloth. This right here.
I've just never seen it in that color.
We got it recently. I don't remember where we came up on this from. All right, what is our, we can go off of this. We're gonna run our handles. These are 1.5 inches. These are 2 inch. We're gonna go ahead and run our handles at the same width. We're gonna go 8 inches. So off center, right off center, we're gonna go 4 and 4. And this is gonna be our mark. We're gonna follow the outside of this mark. So from there, that's 8 also. So we'll just make our marks from the edges here. It really gets lost on this Las Vegas carpet pattern. I saw somebody selling a actual Pac-Man arcade game the other day. What this makes me think of that.
I have a friend in Florida that refurbishes arcade games.
Does he do that full time?
Yep, full time. His whole house is full of them.
That's pretty cool.
He's got some really rare old ones too that. So basically, how he gets all of them is he trades work for him. So he'll be like, "Oh, you have 4 that don't work. I'll fix all 4 of them if you give me this one."
Okay, there's our marks. We're gonna lose 3. I always say it's 3/4, but it's 1 inch. So we're gonna make this mark 3.5, 4.5 is where we're gonna set that Velcro. Now, when you guys are doing, if you were gonna build a pattern for this, you'd build it out of PVC like this right here. You'll find all kinds of material that looks like this. We buy this because it is the lower cost of the materials available. I don't know what thickness this here is, but when you're setting up your rectangle pattern, you could easily cut just inside your perimeter. If you needed this to be 3x8, you know, cut it at 2 3/4 by 7 3/4, cut your rectangles out of this, and then you can just trace it while you're tracing your material to where your Velcro needs to go. And you're gonna do everything off your Velcro. If you wanted to, you could cut little slots for your markers, for your handles. You really don't need to. Like, you might think that sounds like a good idea, but after you build a project 2-3 times, you don't need that. All you need to know is where center is. Most of these marks I'm putting on here are for you guys. If we were just building this, I would just have a ruler over at the table, find my Velcro, come out 1.5 inches from my Velcro. All I need to know is the center here. So you can do that on your patterns. We do have some that have it, but most of them we've never taken the time to put them on. All right. We're gonna go ahead and find the centers of this while we're here. Again, I do all my handles at a 5 inch. You can do the 6 inch, 7 inch guy, whatever. I'm just gonna make a mark right here. I'm going to go 2.5 inches each direction. You can use chalk if you want. I'm going to take and sew this. Well, I'm going to sew it on the outside. You will see it, but when you sew over it, you'll lose that. It'll for the most part come off of there. Now that I've made my master, I'm just going to transfer these marks to the other 3. I'm not going to measure them all. Did you hear that T-pin drop on the floor?
Just watching you sharpen that with a razor blade and not your pencil sharpener.
Yeah.
Yeah, sitting right there. It takes too long. The pencil sharpener takes too long. I remember the first time I knew that the internet, you could look at pictures, and the first thing I looked up was an MP5K. And it had the modem. We had a modem that sat in a cradle, and went to, and then I waited 7 minutes, 10 minutes maybe, for the picture to appear.
Yeah.
I don't know how we ever did that shit back then. Like, we had patience. And all I was doing was getting to see a picture in MP5.
I can't remember. I know boobs were the first thing I looked up.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of boobs, but the first thing I looked up was MP5. That is not working on there.
But I was getting like those net zero cards.
Oh, this was way before any of that shit.
They would like, I just remember I'd get net zero cards and then I would be able to put in the number and it would give me a certain amount of time
Yeah.
to download something.
We had AOL discs
Yeah.
after that and everything. All right, when you're doing this and you're transferring from your master, your first one, you're good for the next one, maybe 2. Don't continue all the way up going 1 to 1 to 1. What you will find is that you will have shift and you'll end up with your last product being over 1 inch, 2 inches off. We see that all the time. Guys will make a master and then they'll just start transferring and putting snaps in, or they'll be putting snaps in. And I'm like, look, this is the master. It's T-pinned or pushed onto the wall with the thumbtack right here. Follow this, because they'll do one wrong and they'll follow all the rest of them. And that's what happens here. If you do a bunch of these, you will have some shift, and what you started with will not be what you end with. Are we going to use, do I even have, I don't have any, we're going to need Tiffany blue, we're going to need orange. I don't think I have either of those out here. This will look cleaner. All right, let's go do that. All right, so here's the thread. This is how it comes if you've not seen it when you buy full cones. Sometimes we used to get it in a baggie, like almost like a sandwich bag, which I prefer because you'll see I still use those on my main thread. But they come like this now, and this is A&E. You can get it a lot of places. There are guys selling single cones. To do business with the bigger companies, you have to buy cases of it. And there's 10 per case typically, and it's £1 a cone right here. This is 69. It's an A&E, American Efford, and it's the best shit out there. Here's an orange. Here's a couple of these. We don't sew a ton of Tiff. For as much Tiffany as you guys see, we don't go through it. I've only ever bought one case. That is not pulling off of there. I've only bought one case ever of Tiffany thread, and we're here still opening new cones out of those. You're about to see me need sutures. If I had a tip on that knife, I could just...
Once upon a time. They don't make very good pry bars.
Why don't you just have him make you a knife that has no sharp blade on it at all?
They make them.
Just like a screwdriver.
They make them. They make them.
That thick.
Or just find a really cool screwdriver that you like, or a pry bar.
Pittsburgh makes some really decent pry bars.
Yeah, everybody does. All right, so you could totally also, I don't know what these cost nowadays. If you're buying a single cone, I guess you're 40, 50 bucks maybe. You could totally just take some bobbins are cheap. We buy bobbins. They come in a pack of 100. They look like this. You can get nickel ones also, the silver ones. Some of my machines sew way better with these, And then the exact same machine inside, sitting next to it, will sew better with the nickel one. So try them. You buy a box of 100, you're never going to wish you didn't have them. I don't have any idea what a box of 100 costs now, but I want to say it's like $20, $30 still. You can get them off Amazon. Collier Equipment has everything you could possibly need.
Is that a consumable?
Is this a consumable? For most people, it's not. For us, these get knocked on the floor, get stepped on. We don't try to fix these. We will actually wear these out. You will have a bobbin that you have used so much that it is loose. And then you put another bobbin on and it is not loose. So it's not the bobbin holder. The bobbin holder is a threaded piece. It's two separate pieces, has a cut down the middle that a screw threads onto. And when that, actually that's, I'm giving you bad information. It doesn't have, it's not threaded. It's a separate piece. And when all of your bobbins are loose, you can put a little flathead screwdriver in there just a little bit and splay it out a little bit, and that'll tighten it up. But you will get a bobbin over time that is you've just straight wore out, especially when you only have a few of them and you sew a lot. Throw it away and get you another bobbin. So let's get started here. We're going to wind up some bobbins. We're going to change our threads over.
Do you ever wish you had a bobbin winder?
I have a bobbin. I've
never seen you use one.
I have a $600 bobbin. Yeah, nobody uses it. And it's something else that's not on your guys' radar too, and we should probably use it. We should probably be buying them in black at least for our main threads. Pre-wound bobbins. They'll come cardboard. You'll see them on plastic. You get pre-wound bobbins. You can just run that way. Depending what factory you're in, you'll walk in and they don't even have bobbin winders on some of those machines. And remember, don't just take your thread off and pull all your thread out. Leave a long length, put your thread in place, and then tie your thread off and then pull it through. And be cognizant when you're pulling on that, as soon as that thread hits, as soon as that knot hits that tension, it will stutter and you will slide your fingers across that thread and it will cut you to the bone. So there it is right there. Not so bad, but it'll stutter much worse here. Now, depending on what coating is on this thread, you will see some of these will just fall off when I let go of them. Some of them stick. That's why we put the bag around there, because inevitably this will end up under here and you won't know it until all of a sudden your thread is breaking, snapping, or tensioning very oddly. I don't have the problem on the bobbin side, and also you will find thread comes round. It'll come wound clockwise and counterclockwise also. So it's around.
Night Force gives you one with every purchase as well. You give them $2,000 for an option.
Yeah, $2,000 and you still can't use it without another $1,000 worth of shit.
Yeah.
The glass costs more than the gun. The bases cost half as much as the glass.
Vortex has a $4,000 LPVO.
So what is the real fucking brand version of that cost?
So secondhand, a lot of the Night Forces are going for around $2,000.
Turn on.
Can you still see?
Yeah, I can see.
Okay.
So when you say Night Force has a $4,000 optic,
No, Vortex.
Vortex.
Which is cheaper.
Yes, correct. So when you say they have a $4,000 optic,
Yeah.
what is Night Force's equivalent to that cost?
3 to 6, depending on what you get.
So still the same price.
A little bit more.
And then why are they so much less on the secondary market? Guys just got it, hurting for cash.
Optics never hold value very well unless you're into the high end.
Because you can't trust those guys. Like, you don't know.
Like any red dot, you're lucky. You
Not
get.
those guys, but it's a piece of product that if it hasn't been cared for properly.
Well, the other aspect is, like with EOTech specifically, there are so many knockoffs that look real.
Yeah.
You can't be certain of what you're really getting.
Yeah, and not only that, like Amazon guys, you'll order pre-workout off Amazon, even from even from Redcon 1, right? Redcon 1 has a store presence on Amazon. We bought a bunch of MRE and MRE Lite around Christmas, and it is dog shit. It is not fucking MRE. It's labeled the same because while Redcon 1 sends real product, once it's in the Amazon warehouse, they commingle all the product. It is not stored in a locked gate that is Redcon 1's gate. So you'll order Energizer batteries and they're fake. You'll order Milwaukee batteries, they're fake. So it's very convenient, but be aware you might be buying some fake bullshit. So maybe you want to spend just a little extra and buy directly from the company. Ooh, I'm still black underneath there.
Didn't want to bother.
No, I haven't yet. I was learning about Night Force or Vortex or one of those fucking optics that has a bird on it. Do they have a bird? They sound like they should have a bird. Like an
Vortex is like a set of wings.
like an on fire pterodactyl. Just spins so fast that it starts looking, you see it backwards. Now would be a good time to lubricate your machine too, just to drop in each oil wick while you're going to run it. Because instead of having time for it to run down the string and cause a drip, it spins it all over everywhere it's supposed to be. Ooh, these are the wrong bobbins I just wound up.
I thought they looked big.
Yeah, they're fucking really big. They're for that other machine. All those other machines.
The double needles.
Yeah. Well, no. Yeah, the double needles take those too. We'll just strip one of these.
The cases wear out more than the bobbins, yeah?
Yeah, and most of that's because people drop them and they don't take care of them. They want to keep that spring in there. And once that spring pops and they try to put it back in, they booger it up. So what you can do if you really need that spacer in there, which is what the spring does, you can take a piece of pack cloth, put it in there, and then just oil it. We've had mechanics talk about like you need to use honey. They got a product, it's a lubricant, a really thick, sticky lubricant called honey, and they put that in there. They've used all kinds of shit. Really, 99% of the problem is the sewer. It's almost always the operator. Almost fucking 99% of the time. My machine's broke. I can sit down and sew on the fucking machine. Yeah. Work through the problem. It's just like I'm gonna build planters this weekend, and you go out and your battery's not charged. And you're like, well, I need to get new batteries or whatever. Like, motherfucker, use a handsaw.
Yeah. There's always a way.
There is always a way. There is always a way.
There's always a way. Can you get belts for these at automotive stores?
Yeah, you sure can.
Just normal.
Do you need a flat one? Do you need a notched one? Like, yeah, they're totally available. Just take it in there with it. Like to slow a machine down, we used to have to put a bigger pulley.
Yeah.
Or a smaller pulley.
Yeah.
And then you had to match it with the belt because now that belt didn't fit, right? You could only get so much of adjustment out of those motors. All right. The real answer is we should walk in there and get the proper fucking bobbins for this.
Do you have them?
Inside I have them.
Oh.
Those ones we brought out are for the other machine. I was thinking, man, those holes are bigger. I like the way it looks when it's winding.
You set them on the table, they looked large.
My fucking shoulder hurts doing this.
Small reminder that you are not fixed.
I am fucking fixed Me broken is better than most people fucking 100%.
Me at 100% is about the same as most people broke.
Me 100% is the same. What?
I'm just broken, even when I'm the best.
I'm going to sew this inside so it's concealed. We don't see that line. I don't think that's supposed to sound that way. What in the fuck is going on?
Is your tension way off still?
Something's fucking way off. Oh, come here. Let me show you what has happened. It's not, while it sounds like it's a problem down below, it's actually this right here. This has wrapped around here twice.
Oh, holy shit.
While I took it off to run the bobbin really quickly, I was not holding it, and it was able to backlash around here. Let me stand there for a second. Let me pull this off, disconnect this. Let's see what this tension looks like. The tension looks okay, but it got so tight that it was eventually going to pop this thread. This is around here. Once, too many times. It's not gonna, I can't even get it out of there. Oh, it's round, oh, it's down twice. So it is wrapped around here a couple of times just from it backlashing while I was running it fast. This should go through here, up through the arm, and then through here. And then a lot of guys, I didn't know this for 15 years or so. These here, you don't have to push the thread through here. You can just pull the thread through there. Same here. Boom. The only one you actually have to pull the thread through, actually thread, is the needle. And as soon as I figure out how to come up with something that doesn't have that, I'll let you know.
We'll have my ignition components today.
That's nice. Somebody was asking about your Mustang the other day.
It's there.
On the live, somebody was asking about it. Sounds a little different, doesn't it?
Click, 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 click.
I'm going to click this down 1 stitch length and see what it does. There we go. Now this one, I'm going to take and sew straight into the next one.
Not the orange one. I have a Tropic 30-inch one of these.
You do?
I do.
Where'd that come from?
I used to use it to travel.
I want one of these out of canvas with no Velcro.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool. You want a liner inside it? Maybe some buffalo plaid or something. Some twill. Something that looks like it should be from jolly old England.
Some matte made of virgin hair.
Probably orange.
Like that.
Orange Cordura, pack cloth, canvas.
Cordura, probably.
The bag would hold its shape a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, give it some
That would be
structure.
sick. Orange canvas too.
Do we need Velcro inside it anywhere?
I don't think so. Gym bag.
Gym bag?
Yeah.
No, not a gym bag. Use it as a gym bag.
Yeah.
But you want the round one.
Yeah, I want this size and everything.
That's the
Round.
small one.
That's the 18.
Yeah. This one.
I'm gonna do some leather ones.
That's what I was just thinking a minute ago.
Man, leather would be sick in that.
Yeah.
Get a real nice thick leather that's still somewhat supple,
Yeah.
and then just fucking brand it all over with embossing stamps all over it.
That'd be really cool. Barber press.
Maybe put some copper feet on it or something, put a plate in the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
An overpress.
yeah, you have a massive arbor press. I just need
No,
a baby
no,
one.
Not that. I have a little tabletop arbor press.
You can just do by hand with the lever.
What time are we at? Is it really one?
It is really one.
Okay.
this fall.
There's Weaver Leather makes some, or they have somebody brand them for them. There's some companies out there making some there's a company out of Colorado making a beautiful skiver, leather splitter, arbor press, and a clicker press, like a little tabletop.
Like boutique tools.
Yeah, really beautiful. It's about $1,000 for the tool for the clicker press. But man, it is a really nice setup. It's got a fucking arm and a second piece to lengthen it that works from the front. Really nice, like sharp looking. And then they've got all kinds of dies. Like most people doing leather work they didn't have their dies made. Everybody's using the same
Right.
1 of 20 wallet blanks. Everybody's using the same key fob blank. It's just how you bedazzle it and how your social media is really.
I think 90% of it's social media.
There's an echo in here. We were saying that before you were out here. Did we not center point this? I did. Here we go.
I was about to say, I lost the marks on this right when you did
It
it.
disappears.
I can't
Literally,
fucking
I was
see
like-
them either. I hope this is straight.
It's the best thing in the world.
Yeah, if you ever want, at the end of the world, just go into a skating rink and
Yeah.
have a full thing of splatter. You'll be doing great. Or a bowling alley. Our skating rink, the entire carpet is this.
Yeah.
The whole thing is splattered.
We were in Circus years ago, and they had doors in there, like open-up doors, like normal commercial doors. And when you walk through the doors or the double doors, you'd open them up, and they'd stick. They had put so much carpet over carpet over carpet. It was just nasty. It was gross then. We were walking through. They had a wedding chapel we went and looked at, and it was just gross. It was like the air conditioning didn't work in there. It was humid.
Just wet.
Yeah.
6 layers of carpet.
Yeah.
All that smoke absorbed into it.
All right, I'm gonna do these up real nice. I'm gonna double frame these. I like the stitch length on this. It looks good. It's small enough that it's working well, and it's large enough that you really see it still. Sewing over at double will really make these pop. What time does those Patriot 250 boots drop? When I looked earlier, it said 12 hours when I looked first thing this morning. Did I read they're only making 250 pairs?
I think so. 6 hours and 3 minutes and 32 seconds. No more than 400 pairs. It's a one-time run.
Are they made, or is this a pre-sale?
Once they're built, the style retires forever.
So they're not made yet.
Yeah.
You're pre-ordering these. I didn't ever find that information. Did you see it?
Yeah, it doesn't have the information on it. It just says no more than 400 pairs across the collection.
Well, they've already got all their samples out to their influencers. As soon as I saw Rob do it, post his, I saw like 20 more accounts post those things.
What's cool though is once your soles wear out on these boots, you send them back to them and they resole them for you.
Danner will do that. Yeah, you can do that with Danners. I think a lot of companies do. You pay for it. They refurbish it.
Still cool.
Yeah.
Man. Hell, you might be in the Raptor if you give them me.
I would give you the Raptor.
I would drive it every day. I'll drive you around in it.
That's a F-150, right?
Raptor. It is.
turbos.
But the new ones are V6 with twin turbos.
What's their 3/4 1-ton version of that? Is that the trimmer?
No. There is a Raptor, and then there's another one. I think it's the Velociraptor or something to that effect.
Yeah, Chris had one of those when they early came out. What are those Hennessy Chevys? Were they Chevys?
Hennessy will do anything you want. It is a performance modification company, so they'll take into whatever car you want.
Yeah, somebody off the lot had a Hennessy package.
Yeah.
Guy at Blade Show was showing them to us.
Yeah, so if you want, you can buy a vehicle and send it to Hennessy and spend
Sure, you can.
as much as you spent on the vehicle and they'll make it a Hennessy car.
Yeah, and that's nothing like the one that comes off the dealer showroom.
You're getting
Yeah.
the real deal.
Yeah, just like
Most of those cars are $1,000 plus.
like Callaway or Gambala or any of those companies. Yes, here's my $20,000 watch. Custom paint it for me, void my warranty, kill my resale value.
$100,000 to do.
It'll look badass in pictures though. That's how I started wanting a watch. I saw that black and red Rolex from Blackout Concept in Geneva, Switzerland.
So the Velociraptor is done by Hennessy,
Okay.
and that is still an F-150.
All right. Here's our center line right here. That's why we made this mark just for this. And we're going to come, here's my vertical marks here. So I'm going to come about a 1/2 inch past this line, and then this one's going to come a 1/2 inch past, so it's going to overlap. I'm going to lock this in. Do I have my handles down? I do. I have the handles where I want them.
The trimmer is an off-road package.
I still see guys taking like Raptors and jumping them and breaking them in half and shit.
Oh yeah.
They go down to the fucking Laughlin Leap or the Mint 500 or whatever and watch those guys, and they're like, I think I can do that.
Yeah, not in a truck that's less than 100 pounds.
You go watch. It wasn't Global Addiction. What was Polaris's Razor video? The fucking the badass videos with the
I
guys.
know which one you're talking about.
You watch that and then you go jump your car and fucking snap it in half.
Tumble it end over end.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw what it took to get that car to jump, right?
I saw what it take to rebuild the other one.
Yeah.
It was just a tree.
Well, and a lot of that's the jump. Your face needs to be twice as long as the car.
That's why I like the short wheelbase cars. That and they turn way better.
The 2-seat, yeah. All right, so I'm going to sew this just top. I don't have a mark here how high I'm going to sew this. I'm going to sew this equal with the Velcro. That's generally where I put these on these bags, or on all my bags. I've now forgotten to put my zipper on, which I said we were going to do first because we didn't want to contend with the bulk, but you're going to see what that looks like here in a second. Yeah, I got it. That's a good, yeah, I see it. I brought some out here today. This is 2-inch, so I'm gonna put a 2-inch on here on this for the X.
Is it hard when you can't see the stitching perfectly like that?
I see it. I can see it because I have just facets, right? This webbing reflects differently.
I see it really well from over here.
So I'm seeing a difference in light shade. But the color does blend. Like this thread is perfect match for this webbing. Huh?
Imagine if you had that.
I don't think I need it. Like, there's many times I've seen it, but did he have a long arm out there the other day? No.
You had that super short one.
Yeah, I've never seen one like that.
The exact opposite of what you need. It'd be fun to have, though, just to sew on.
I've seen some big long arm machines for making real heavy shit like tarps, and you'll have two guys pulling the tarp. You'll be in a pit. They'll cut into the concrete, or they'll build a massive deck around the machine. So everybody working and your machine running out doesn't have to fall off. It's the full height. Yeah, it's like 50 by 50 feet. They're doing tarps and all kinds of like really big things. And the bulk of the material is so heavy, the machine won't push it. Like, you have to have two guys
Just
gently
walk
crawling
around
it. Yeah.
With the
Yep.
machine.
Yep.
Hell, even when we were doing that one bag, I can't remember what we were doing.
Big tool bag maybe?
Yeah, it was like the last tool bag, me and you. I was having to hold it while you were doing it.
Is that the big leather one?
Yeah, we were like traveling
Yeah,
up here.
there's some weight. We need some tables. You can buy these uncut, and you could just stack a couple of these up. But I mean, I think we can get them also. They're like twice the size. You could build them, but it'd look cool if they matched, you know? All right, this is really going to be in my way, so I'm going to tack this piece down, and then we'll go put those zippers on. I don't even see that mark I put on there. What'd I say it was, 4.5? It's not 4.5. 6 inch from here. Now, are we inside or outside? We're outside of that, okay. So it would be 4.5, 6 inch 4. No, it's on the inside. Did I fuck this up? No, no, that's right. Am I twisted? I am not. All right, there's a mark. I'm just holding the weight of this. If I have it up here, it's not pulling. So I'm just letting it out as we get there. rather than having all this weight hold down here. You remember Indiana Jones? You ever see Indiana Jones?
Yeah.
Where they're chasing through the bazaar and shit. And then the dude, was it Indiana Jones when the dude, he had all these coins and he's like, where'd these come from? But he was aging them by feeding them through a turkey, and the turkey would digest them and shit the coins out, so the coins would have a patina on them that they looked older than they were. Is that Indiana Jones, or is that a different Egypt movie?
I want to know now.
Is it that or the Mummy?
No, it was one of the first movies I ever watched on HBO. So it couldn't be The Mummy. That was way newer. Anyways, we can't, like, it's hard to find good canvas anymore that has a patina. I'm like,
Yeah, I could feed it to the turkeys.
I wonder if we could just roll a roll of, like, cotton canvas out under the rabbit cages, leave it there for a week, hose it off.
Smell.
No, you'd hose it off and then launder it at somebody else's washer and dryer.
I don't know. Somebody will comment.
What'd you ask? Who did you ask?
I didn't Google anything about it in Indiana Jones.
Feeding coins to turkeys to make them look older. What movie was that? That light is right in my way.
Which one?
This one.
Want to move it?
Nah. You know what'd be really cool? If we built like a roll bar
Bar.
and all my shit clamped from the top. Scissors.
I don't know. I can't find that movie at all.
I also cannot.
Okay.
It's giving me an animated movie.
Are you on Google?
Same thing as giving.
Yeah.
Okay, click the AI button.
It's AI overview.
Okay.
Yeah, I always read the AI overview. It's
Yeah.
usually pretty good.
Ask what movie themed in Egypt
The amateurs.
did somebody take coins and feed them to a turkey to age the coins look?
The amateurs.
I don't know that I've
Also
never.
known as the moguls.
I don't think I've ever seen that movie.
Oh no, this is about making the turkeys bigger than they really are.
No. This dude looked like Pierre.
Terrorist.
They thought you was terrorizers. I should not be separating this. I should just be turning it over here, but this will work. I should also be doing that other bag first, not this one. Because her birthday is today, and if something happens, like lightning hits this building and splits it in half, and we only have one bag done. That's how I look at everything. People are like, all right, hey, do you want me to just keep working where I was yesterday? And I'm like, nope, come find me in the morning. I'll put you where I need you to be. Okay. I go, because I operate every day as though something's going to happen and you're not coming to work tomorrow. So I need to make sure what I need done is done.
Yeah.
Like everything has to be done, but a couple little pieces of it are more important than the others. And sure as shit, like she messaged me and said she wasn't coming to work today. She had some family things or something. No, it was a movie in Egypt. Pretty sure it was one of the Raiders of the Lost Ark or.
But it looks like they're in Egypt. It's just Big Bird walking around in Egypt.
Nope.
Doing this.
Nope. This is a movie in Egypt. Or something like Egypt. Had pyramids and shit.
Is it called the Egyptian?
No, I'm pretty sure it's called Raiders of the Lost Ark.
is going to plague my existence until I find it.
Now, I'm sewing this zipper over here. If you're not good at sewing long distances and taking your time to make a nice straight line, you could totally sew this on in black, because this is the side of the bag. You're really going to see this. So you could do your thread in black and not see this. I'm going to put my second line in here also, and I'm going to take my time so it's not all wavy, because you will really see this. Right here, it's all about staging this zipper where I want this zipper to sit. I'm holding it, and I'm just letting this small presser foot ride right along the zipper track. It's going to just ride. It's got that zipper there as a gauge. It's when I put the next line in where everything's going to change. If there's a problem there, it's going to be very loud. It's going to be in your face. You're going to see it. Like a flamboyantly gay dude. You'll know he's there. He'll tell you. All right. Now, we can do the second line from here. I'm also going to put a little more tension on there. And I'm going to just follow the train tracks here. Now, do I want to sew? You're not going to see this line here. This. You're going to see it here, though. So do I want to neatly follow this line I've already put in? Or do I want to sew further over and use this as a guide? I want that spacing. I'm going to sew right over this same line here. I've tacked it now. And I'm just going to take bites at it. I'm just going to, it's okay to sew just a couple inches, needle down, just about to come up, readjust, move your bulk, do whatever you have to do. Now my weight's about neutral, almost all the weight's on the table. This handle's not catching on the edge. I'm on it or right beside it. Let's see what it looks like. Looks pretty good. Even though, but you can see it started out here how I want it, but it came narrower here. From here, it's all the same, but here it's narrower. You definitely see that. So the way around that would just be to do it in a single pass with a double needle machine. This is what it looks like for real right here. And if I was doing this with straight color thread like black on black, this whole bag would almost be made already. When you're cutting through stuff and there's a zipper there, pause, like stutter when you get to that zipper track, and let your scissors go between the teeth. Your scissors will cut the teeth. You will not be using those scissors for a long time though. It'll mess them up quick. Now that side was much faster. Let's see how that side looks. It's still wavy. You see it? It's just that bulk. All right, I'm gonna put this handle on. Did you cut this on the manual hot cutter?
Yep.
Yeah, it looks clean.
I didn't cut it. I marked it.
Who cut it?
Cut it. The liners trying to get them done quick.
Yeah, this is nice. I don't like that square box, that 2x2. I think it looks better rectangle. When I turn, it usually unstitches that last stitch. That's why I lift it up and move back and then restitch that one. It just nails that corner better. Same thing right here. I'm going to pull up. Is it stitched? Nope, it let it out. So I'm going to go ahead and move it back, needle down in the meat, and then go. That locked it in. Now I didn't miss any corners there. Is it going to do it here? Did it just unthread that by rotating that? That one held. I always feel like you can rotate one direction but not the other. One way will let that thread, that lock come off of there, or it's not quite locked. Okay, now I'm just going to pass over this. I have from here to here. This is my overlap. We're 1 inch. You can see it visibly. I'm just going to run here, and I'm just going to zigzag across to it, right about here. Needle down. I'm in the meat on both of them, top and bottom. See how I let that one go, that stitch? There we go. In case you didn't see it the first time, we're going to do exactly the same thing again. No twists. Nope. Everything's where it needs to be. There's something I was supposed to make for Kiri. I don't remember what it was. Something she wanted. Canvas something.
Is she in town?
No. No, we probably won't see her till October. Glenn bought her or they bought, because they have a really cool old Sears catalog house, and they just moved it. Like they moved the entire house, and they're attaching it with another house. So for the kitchen, she's going to have these big butcher blocks in there, I guess. But he bought, maybe it was Cobalt. I don't remember what brand it was. Toolboxes, but they're army green. They're like perfect OD in black, and they have multiples of these, and that's what he's building her like island or countertop on top of. Yeah, it'll be neat.
Awesome.
Yeah, we have to pick Amanda's up Monday. Her little toolbox. It's TIFF blue like this. Cobalt. Everybody and their brother has a
Mini toolbox.
no Lego tool set, like the ones at Harbor Freight. They have like massive like snap-on boxes and smaller,
I really like the Harbor Freight one.
but whatever color you want they have. But Lowe's has Tiffany blue ones, toxic green and black, red and black, but I'm really digging the blue and black ones that they have. They just look neat.
Yeah.
And they have roll around with like fake butcher block on top, and then they have a 36-inch, I think, maybe a little longer, and then they have a top box that goes on those ones.
I always like the lower top box setup.
Yeah, neat. But she's thinking she can get all of her tools off of one of these workbenches into that box, and that'll give her another workbench for soap. The goal is a 100-pound block of soap, 100-pound batch.
Not one 100-pound block.
Yes, yeah, one 100-pound, but vat it or multiple vats. Like she's not going to pour it that way. Obviously, she can't. We don't have room for that.
That's what I was talking about.
But multiples, run 100 pounds at a time,
Yeah.
big blocks, and then a proper cutter that cuts them.
Yeah.
With
It's like a hinge style. Where
yeah, not a single.
Yeah.
Like cut the whole block, boom, 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 turn it, boom, 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 boom. Yeah. There's a pneumatic cutter. Somebody's selling a soap making business in front, I don't know, Nashville area somewhere. It's she was at $8,000. She came down to $6,000. The cutter alone is $8,000 on there. She's not getting that, but
Yeah.
to give you an idea of what's out there. So that's what I said all along. Like when you're buying avocado oil by the gallon, it's fucking expensive. I'm like, you need to source this shit.
What a drum costs.
Yeah, you need to be buying IBC totes of this stuff. Like if you're really going to do this,
Yeah.
you need to be buying 300 gallons at a time.
Or even 55, use a dolly.
Yeah,
And a ram.
yeah,
You just want a hand pump in there and fill up whatever you need.
yep.
I just think something movable without equipment.
True. Yeah, you can even put it on a roller dolly, just a floor plate.
Yeah.
She could,
A 55-gallon drum full of any oil is really heavy.
yeah, probably too heavy for these buildings.
Not so much, but we dealt with a lot of drums when we were Granger for all our drum oil and coolant. You ever drop one on its side, it was
Yeah, I mean, but putting it on wheels, little casters, you're focusing all that weight to those points.
yeah.
And this isn't the best flooring in here. I mean, these mats are stronger than the floor is.
I don't think it's gonna hurt it.
You know what else is up there where we're going this weekend? That massive Ferris wheel's there.
Oh yeah. You guys gonna stop by it?
I'd like to have it. I don't know how we'd move it.
All the surface movers and
That's true. I'll bet there's still some of them dudes that old carnies and shit around that. We're forming. We're putting the circus back together.
A good excuse to get a lion.
Fire lions. Bear was talking about he was doing this massive job for these super rich people, and her closet was 1,800 square feet. He's like, my house is 1,600 square feet. And they have this big ass crane. They bring this massive crane in, and they're got all this marble shit. And he's like, what's going on? Like, what is this? And they're like, oh, he's got these lions, these marble lions. They're 10 feet tall, and they're going to set them on this black pipe because that black pipe shoots fire up. And they put these big cauldrons on top of the lion's head, and then fire shoots up. And he's like, right then I just knew that I had to do something different. Like, the people have this kind of money and I'm going nowhere doing what I'm doing. I have to do something else. He's like, I called my boss that day and I was like, I quit. I have to do something else. And he's like, what's up, man? What can we do to, what's going on? He's like, these people have fire lions. Like, I have to do something different with my life. And I'm like, I kind of feel attacked. Like, I would totally have fire lions. Like, we talked fire combat cocks long before fire lions. Like, I feel like you're talking about me. All right, there's that. I see an orange. Oh, this used to be my sewing machine.
Yeah.
There's money. More money. I have everything except the ones I need. I need
A tiff.
2 oranges and 2 tiffs. Can you grab those for me?
Yeah. Where am I going to find them?
Ask Miranda for them. All right, I'm going to switch over right now just in case we run short on this. Is it really 1:30?
It is 1:35.
Okay. I'm going to pop some time into this orange one. I can finish Amanda's off camera if we have to. Which means we're not going to finish it. No, we will. There's a lot of times when Brandel and I will stop filming and he'll go home on Friday, because we'll be filming a build video on Friday. And then I'm like, we got to make some money. We need to do a promo video. And like, when you guys see those promo shorts, I zip in here. I go, what are we going to say? I don't know. Turn the camera on. Okay, I'll say it. And then something comes off pretty good. And I'm like, I can do better, but it never gets better. So Brandel takes all that shit, chops it up. It takes 2-3 hours to do that. Like, I'll go inside at 3:30, 4 o'clock and start working on production, like on the table and stuff. And Brando will come in at like 6:30, 7 o'clock with the video finished. And that's when you guys see those videos. So a lot of times I'll come back out here and I'll just grab some piece that we were in the middle of and I'll take it inside that night and finish it up. So it never, like, there's a lot of videos that get started you guys never even see. Okay, the big one. You know what'd be cool?
What?
It'd be cool if we had like a 6-inch piece of PVC pipe that you could just pee through the wall.
That would be nice.
Into the back there, because I don't have a bathroom in here.
Go see.
Here we go. Let's pop this bobbin. This is the lowest bobbin I have up here on the table. That's all that was left on there. I'm about to wind up the wrong color again. Yeah, I haven't pulled it through enough. This orange is less thick or less stiff than that. When I pulled this orange through, once it broke through from the tiff, it was way easier to pull than the blue was. I feel like I have more bobbins out here.
But yeah, there'll be more.
I don't know. I'm not finding any. I thought I had more of them though.
But we had those and then 3 more up here.
Yeah, I put them someplace so they weren't in my way.
Yeah, we either put them there or we grabbed them and took them inside last time.
I definitely didn't take them inside. I don't know. This just it's just doing this while this bobbin winds. And you can see that it is already wrapped around this twice again. It did the same thing. It unthreaded itself here, wrapped around there. So let's put this back in here. We can start sewing now.
I mean, you do oil this constantly.
I don't think that I've ever, there's not even oil out here. I don't think I have a zoom spout out here. Something I am going to buy though, I see them all the time. I'll probably never be able to find one now. Little oil cans, clicker cans on the bottom. How do you get the oil in those?
You have a lid that screws on and off, or the whole top will usually screw on and off.
The little teeny ones, the machinist ones?
Yeah. We used them in every shop class I've ever had.
And you just pop the bottom, right? You just click the bottom.
They usually have like a lever on the top of the handle that you pump.
No, you're way more modern than I'm talking. Like, no. These are metal. They're little oil cans. They're little domes.
Oh, those
got
ones
a
are
little-
gravity.
Yeah.
Little spout that comes out.
It has a little teeny spout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you get the oil in them?
I don't know about that.
They've got to unscrew or something. Like, you couldn't possibly draw your syringe and fill it from the top. I don't, like, we've never needed any of that old shit. Like, who needs that old shit, right? But now I'm like, I'm going to build a whole nother shop that's like fucking old. Yeah, old time. It's going to look
What
like,
you need right next to a mill.
it's going to look like the Titanic. What?
A lathe.
Will a mill not do what a lathe does?
No.
What?
No.
Don't they have one that does everything?
Not really. Not that's worth having.
All right.
Well, actually, yes, but you're going to spend 150 plus. And it's going to be computer controlled. A lathe with live tooling, but your workspace is going to be pretty small.
Well, I see lathes all the time, but
Or a 5-axis mill.
there's going to be a lot of, well, I can't get a 5-axis mill where somebody's like, yeah, Timmy died. It's just been sitting here. If you can get it out of here, you can have it for $400.
No, just get manual machines.
Yeah, they're giving them away, like literally giving them away.
Mill, lathe, manual, saw.
Now, a metal lathe is much different than a wood lathe, right?
Very different.
Can I do wood on a metal lathe?
Yeah.
It's not too fast or anything. Won't burn it or something.
All day long.
There's never been a time though when I thought I need a lathe.
There's so much shit I could do with one.
I know you can make a lot of stuff with them, but I've never encountered a point in my life where I'm like, man, I'm gonna have to wait till I can go have this done on a lathe. I mean, I guess if I needed to fabricate this needle bar, we'd probably use the lathe for that, right?
I've done where I've gone back and forth between both machines.
Yeah. A lot of that smaller, like that printing press stuff, the smaller shit.
Yeah.
sells for way more than the big stuff, just because people can manage it. Like the big stuff should cost that much, but there's so few people that can actually move it or can pay to move it that they can't deal. I mean, once it's in place, you can't move it by yourself. Whereas if you had the tabletop, you and somebody could move it. I need a jib crane.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty serious when to move anything like that.
Like my daddy has a street light in his garage attached, and then he's put a cherry picker on it. That's his jib crane.
Did he?
It moves, it swings.
Yeah.
Did he cut part of the street light off?
Yep. And then bolted it to the ground.
Well, I mean, they've got all these free ones right outside here. Can we not use one of theirs? Surely they've got an extra. They're not going to care.
It's gigantic. That's probably 3 feet each way around the whole thing.
I mean, they've got all these out here for the taking.
That's what he plugs in the street light. It goes.
Yeah. Somebody will be here later that hears this asking where their street light is. Like, I don't fucking know where your street light is. Do you see a jib crane here? Tad said he'd be by this week to see what it's going to take to get that 3-phase working inside. Yeah, both sides were like that on that corner. I think your pattern's a little tiny bit off.
Sure it is.
That looks good.
Yeah, just do it like that on the other side.
Yep. Do it perfecter. awesomer. I ordered another flat of lighters to put out here. I'm guessing it got intercepted inside.
I have not seen it, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was weeks ago. We had a bunch of Pi 50 that was set to be delivered, and then all of a sudden the tracking said it was returned to the sender because it was damaged or something. I think it's because the Jews. I think they were like, pull Z550.
We need all of it for ourselves.
Yes. My Jew accent is a little off. Sounds a little German. That's 2 lines, isn't it? I can't even see it. Yep. It'll glow good. So I'm going to put this patch on this label. I'm going to start sewing the bottom line first, and then I'm going to finish and go back across, and that makes that a little darker there, and it kind of frames it. It just makes it stand out. I'm going to highlight it a little. So I'm going to put this right in the center, and I'm going to start right here. You can see I started putting this patch on something. I've actually cut it off again. And I'm going to tension this way. I'm going to come up here, pull it diagonal so that it's as flat as I can get it. I'm going to bring that in just a little bit so it matches the opposite side. And then I'm going to sew back over and come back and lock that. So Nobody will notice it unless I point it out, or if you see this, you'll start to notice it. But I typically, when I frame a lot of these labels on, I highlight the bottom. So that's how that goes there. Now, I just didn't want to switch the whole piece of work. So now we'll go ahead and duplicate the same thing on the other side. I've built that whole thing and don't have a label on that other bag, do I? I didn't put either of those on there. Man, those that blue paint splatter on there, you don't see this fucking pencil. Like that. That looks like I drew that there. That's the splatter. I didn't put that there. How will that video look from outside yesterday?
Oh, it's great.
Oh, it did. The rabbit area looks way better.
Just clean out every cage underneath.
Yeah, well, the trays underneath are at an angle, and they don't drain. You need to blow them out every week, and I haven't forever. So you blew them out. They're clean now, but all that water and manure, that whole area is just swampy.
Yeah.
So I dumped 3 skid steer loads of wood chips over there. Still need to build those handles. Yeah, you do not see those. You know that big first aid sign I have? Red Cross sign?
The light up one?
Yeah. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I'm not sure I do.
It's by the spiral staircase.
Okay.
It's full of LEDs. They're all in there in what looks to just be series. I don't know, maybe they're parallel, but there's no power cord to there. Will those just take 110 volts?
No.
They need a regulator or something?
Yeah.
So I need a cord that has a little shitty transformer built into it or something. If something steps it down.
Yeah.
How do I know?
I don't know.
The way to probably
use
do it would be to
new
put
LEDs.
put a proper power supply on it and then just turn it up, see where it works.
So it's got no plug, does it? It has no cord. Does it have like a plug where you?
No,
It doesn't have anything.
no, it doesn't seem to. But all the LEDs are in there. They're hot glued in place. I mean, somebody's fitted it up pretty nice.
I wonder if they all still work.
What's that?
I wonder if they all still work. Like, why wouldn't they finished it?
It's in an antique store. It probably had a incandescent bulb at one time. I just sewed this in the wrong fucking place. I was wondering why I didn't see the mark. Yep.
Started at the other mark.
Yeah, I ran. I can't use this. Cut me another piece of this, please. So web's 1 3/4. I'm going to do these boxes at 1 1/2. I just think they look better rectangle. It actually even probably it would do well less than this. 1 1/4 probably. These still look pretty square. Where is that tail at? Okay. still suck that up there. That tail still wrapped up there in that bobbin. Even though I ripped it off of there, there's still... This does not look good. Zoom in on this. I can't even fucking see it until the light hits it. See how those 3 separate stitches are separate? Mm-hmm. How they're not tacked back over each other? That would look fucking terrible if you saw that. You could probably get away with it on this orange and nobody would see it, but you do that right. I don't want to fuzz up the grains of that webbing and scuff them up, so just pulling that out of there real easy. All right, let's tie this back in way down here where you won't see it. I can't see that line this way. Yeah, see, even sewing that one back, I'm off of it. That orange just sucks it in, man. I cannot fucking see anything against there. Pretty forgiving, but when you come from this, is this the right one? Yeah. Is this the right one also? I think it is. It's making me question it because I got this extra one here. Is this the right one or the wrong one? It is the wrong one. All right, good. A lot of times when I'm like, nah, I know that's not it. And then you get done and you're like, holy shit, that... See that one I just deviated to, just chomped right off of there. Come in this direction, I can see it. So I'll just put that one right down the middle of the other two. I think I already have one line there. We're going to put some more thread here. Am I still straight? Do I have a twist? No, we're good. Out of thread. It's a heavy bag. That's what messes up your bobbin case more than anything. And where I was telling you earlier about not having a spring, that's a piece of pack cloth. It's been oiled, sits in there, and it just pushes this far enough forward that it's against the piece in there. So dropping this, if you drop it here or here, and it hits here or here, it can bend that, and it'll put a little bit of a drag on these. You can take these apart, get all the gunk out from under them, or you could just consider this a consumable piece, 25 bucks, whatever, and just throw it away. It gets fuzz.
That with like some carb cleaner or something.
gets fuzz all under here. And you can run your razor under there and get all that stuff out of there, but once you do it a few times, it's never the same as brand new. But you can buy these in quantities. And you can buy the Conso or Juki or whatever. I buy just the generics. And there'll be a bulk buy of them on eBay, or you can even get them on Amazon now. You can get a whole, just put in Conso 206 parts and the whole thing will come up. These tension assembly, everything. I do use Grossbrecher needles, German. I think they're German needles. Those cost more, but I think that you get what you pay for with those. You probably get what you pay for with the others, but I mean, we don't maintain them or take care of them or anything. We sew them, and when they mess up, we throw them out and use a new one. All right, where was I at? Up here in this box X. I'm going to come back this way and catch it because I ended there halfway. Let's get this bobbin started correctly here. Did it hold? Yeah, that corner held. That corner pulled out, didn't hold. There we go. You start to get the idea what this is going to look like. We do need to sew it. This big bag would probably be okay seamed on the outside and edge taped. It wouldn't look bad. It would actually look pretty different than anything we do. Now you can make this way down here if you want so that this is even with the edge. You can also make this so that this shoulder attachment point comes further up so that the fulcrum is a little higher. It's your personal preference. We've always run them right here. You could definitely move that up some if you wanted to. We're already way beyond half point though. When they grab that, that bag's going to sit proper. I am going to stop down here so we just have plenty of room when we seam this and when you edge tape it or do whatever you're going to do with it. What a trip. No problem keeping that line even.
You can see it.
And then I always sew the second line in here if something happens to the first. I've never seen something happen to the first. If you have enough damage happen that it pulls that first line out, you're going to have damage to the entire, bag of material. Where did I leave my scissors out there? Yeah. Yeah. All right. Now we're going to find out if the bag works. Okay. We know that line is our bottom. And we know that this right here is the top. Oh, the opposite of this is the top. We're going to just tack this right here. And I'm going to lock this piece right here. That line right there should be right in the middle of that zipper. Ooh, it's perfect. All right, now I'll just continue around. That one worked, and we knew we were right in the halves. So as long as I hold tension, pull the same, this one will mirror on the other side. I have just a little tiny extra right here for some reason. I'm going to start pushing this back into this so it's not one big giant pleat. It'll be a bunch of little teeny ones. What'd the septic tank end up being?
Well, yeah. He said he's gonna come over and dig it out more. He's like, man, doesn't seem like it's anything, but I don't want to.
What are we worried about? Like catacomb? Underground tunnels?
I don't know. I was like, what could this be? He's like, man, I don't. He's like, I'm more interested to see what's in it than I am to just tell you not to break it down. He's like, if you want to break it down, he's like, it's not gonna hurt anything. He's like, it's covered. He's like, but I kind of want to come over here and dig it out a little bit.
There'd be a body in there.
That's what I told him. I was like, please let me dig into a skull. I just want to.
Would you report it or just keep the skull and be quiet?
I think I'd keep the skull and then I'd report it.
And report it?
Yeah, because I'd say, I don't know. It wasn't there. The skull wasn't there.
Oh, gotcha. If they're like, was there a skull? No, there's no skull.
Yeah, I don't know. Although it'd be sweet if it had a full body. Just ship it out to Declan and be like, hey man, don't ask anything. Just put this together for me. And if something's left in your property, what, more than 10 years? It's yours, right?
So a lot of guys will put these together on post machines instead of a flatbed machine. And a lot of those machines, those bigger ones, are stand-up machines. But as you see, this is very doable on a flatbed machine. Okay, there is a bag. I'm going to finish the other one and then we will flip these and then Brando will take some beautiful pictures of them. My shoulder pops every time I move it like that. At least it doesn't have it doesn't shock me anymore.
I think the only thing we stopped at is we didn't.
Yeah, I'll check that. No X across there, no
Yeah.
Z, so they don't match. Got it.
I remember.
Yeah, they need labels too.
Oh yeah, you do have the TIFF blue one?
Yeah, I got them. We only had 2 of those orange ones. I found another one in the back of this drawer, and it had been sewn on partway onto something. It had needle holes in it already.
Oh, that was the, me and you did a helmet case, and we had orange on the inside.
Did we?
We were using orange thread, and we had to take it all the way apart again or something like that, and you just grabbed 2 new ones.
Ah,
And just you were scratching that one off.
well, we are out of them now, and we do not have them. But we do now have 2 bobbins full of orange thread. You know, it'd be cool. Be cool if we had a little display wall that had all that shit on there
Bobbins down the whole thing.
for like epic B-roll.
Give me the bobbin wall. Go to Marketplace and look at bulk bobbins and just make your entire wall a bobbin.
Thimbles.
Yeah.
Amanda's mom collected thimbles. I think it was thimbles. Or her grandma. Somebody collected thimbles.
My stepmom collects crochet needles.
Crochet needles?
Yeah.
Does she crochet?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Like a blanket every damn week. And
Has she been to the quilting museum? It's actually a pretty big thing. It's in Paducah, and it's the quilting museum. I have a lady, I don't remember her name. Super. I was on her podcast. I had fun doing that, actually. Something completely not us, right? It's just women sewing, and she knows everything about all those old Singer machines and any of that stuff, man. I think she's gonna like this machine I just got. Like when I bought that Japanese one, I didn't know it was a clone. She's like, yeah, that's a Japanese clone of a Singer. It's a great machine, but it's not the original. And this one is actually a 1933 original. I'm gonna make something on it. I've never sewn on a little machine like that, but I'm gonna build something. I don't know what. I don't know what its capabilities are. I don't think that it's that I'm a good sewer. I think that I have heavy duty equipment. So I don't know how this is gonna go.
I think it'll translate.
All right, we gotta come.
Neighbors.
Yeah, I'm gonna fold all this shit up so we can get to it. Have you ever looked at old time pencil sharpeners?
No, my dad's got a couple in his garage on the wall.
So those are like the 1960 ones from school
Yeah.
and shit. Dude, when you go back to like early 1800s, early 1900, late 1800s, you'll look at this thing and you won't even think it's a pencil sharpener. The mechanism in them is so bizarre compared to what we're used to. They're super neat stuff. Look up on eBay, just put in antique pencil sharpener. You'll be like, is that...
an old contractor one? It's like a piece of wood. You slide the pencil in, and it's got a little thing you push, and then you pull the pencil out, and it cuts it.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's like...
There's all kinds of them, man. Most of
like
these...
the square ones he has.
Yeah, these are all old, like, cast iron pencil sharpeners, and they don't look like pencil sharpeners. They also don't capture the, shavings.
Yeah, my dad's got an old school one with the turn handle ones, but he doesn't have the thing on it.
Made of metal.
And it just has shavings all
Yeah.
over from him.
Yeah, pencil shavings smell good to me.
Yeah. You like a good pencil shaver?
It's good on ice cream.
I don't know.
When you were a baby, we couldn't afford sprinkles, so we put pencil shavings on your ice cream.
No, that was just crushed ice from hotel vending machine.
Anything going on in there?
Normal.
Man, I have broke the tails off the last several of these, and there's still a damn tail that has worked its way out of these. And this one's really caught in there. Josh Lee said he should be able to put our knives together in the next week or so. They got a bunch of handles done. Huh?
How many is that?
It'll be 25. I want to do a little fixed blade. Okay, let's zip this together. Do this before we forget our zippers. Put the bag together with no zippers. It's a nice robust bag. Guy hit me up the other day and asked if I'd build him a new sea bag like the new ones. But he wanted Velcro all over it, I think he said, and he wanted more structure to it and a bunch of things. I'm like, yeah, we probably won't do that, man. But give me a link to the bag. So I bought it. It's here. We'll mess with that sometime in the future. Maybe build our version of the current issue duffel bag. Seemed like it had a lot going on.
It did, yeah. When they changed it from a top open to a side open,
Yeah,
it's got a zipper now. It has 2 straps instead of 1 strap.
which is nice.
Yeah. The padding they use inside, that's pretty terrible.
Yeah, of course it is. It's not. It's just meant to go from one place to another, not to actually have to use it. Okay, there's that. That's pretty nice.
The sleeve.
Hmm?
The sleeve.
It's nice. It's heavy. What do you think that weighs? Pound and a half?
Yeah, no more than 2 probably.
You know what'd be cool? It'd be cool if we had a cool old time scale
So you can throw
where we
everything
could
on
just
it.
weigh things.
Do a guessing game. Hit them with the fair weight.
What's that scale we bought? That big one?
Giant one?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
What company is that? Very famous. There's like 6 of them on Marketplace right now. They have little tabletop ones that are pretty neat. They look just like it. They're smaller.
Just small.
They're smaller, yeah. Yeah, there's a big factory of some kind closing down, and they're selling off all the there's a lot of that going on, man.
Yeah.
That does not, it's not a good sign.
I mean, think of where, anytime we go to buy stuff, 9 times out of 10, unless it's material or something, it's all China.
Yeah. Yeah, everything's it's
Toledo?
yeah, Toledo, that's it. Which is what, Toledo, Ohio?
I think so.
I believe so. Find something on Amazon that's not China.
Yeah.
And eBay too. That seal kit I got was from a website that just does marine parts.
Yeah.
And that thing came straight from China.
Yeah, we get stuff we order thinking it's in the United States,
So that's what I was expecting.
and it comes in China in like a day or two.
Now I'm 2 weeks in waiting on this stuff to go through.
Like you're not even cognizant. You really have to dig to see. You have to pay attention that this is shipping from China,
Yeah,
but we get it faster than some shit we order from Amazon.
some stuff.
We order stuff off Amazon, and it fucking comes from China.
I ordered some connectors from Amazon yesterday, or the day before, and they were like next day.
When you're learning to do this, it definitely will be easier for you rather than making a center line. Make your center line and come over 3/4, 3/4, whatever, so you can frame it from the outside. That will help you for sure. Once you get used to, you'll be more consistent with it once you learn to do that. Because right now, you're fighting to find center, keep it centered, and then also control the machine so that it's equal down the sides. Now they also have, I guess we could roll this up and make it work, a guard that comes over. It's an arm. It actually comes from the back here, flips down, and it has a round arm with a roller on it. And that roller just rolls, and it'll help keep you at the same distance away from the needle, so that this stitch line, for the most part, looks consistent all the way down. If you get that, one day you'll be able to sew like this. Or if you come take my $1,000 class. Huh?
I was thinking 1,400.
1,400? That's your cut?
Yeah.
Brandon did really good doing tattoo classes, right?
Yeah.
Like they did really well.
Yeah.
Why did they cease doing? He just doing other stuff.
Yeah.
Shit, we'll give a tattoo class.
That's what I was thinking.
I can't do worse than the people that are going to show up doing.
I know. I mean, I've been tattooed enough that.
It's just in you.
Yep. More tattooed than not. So.
Did they just arrest? Was it a pilot? They just arrested a pilot.
Yeah.
Who had been a pilot for 20 years, has no pilot's license, flying commercial.
I think he has a small planes license, but
Hey man, if you didn't have an accident or a crash, how is that? Give that dude a license. Like, why is he in trouble?
That's what I'm
He
saying.
didn't even harm anyone. There's a ton of doctors too, like guys doing like surgeons and shit, practicing 20 years or so, no license, never even went to med school. Did you help your patients? Did you harm any of them? Give them a license. Come over here. I'll hire you as something and you can just do medical things when we need it. When we moved in here, we thought we wanted to open a daycare. Not us, but have a daycare on site.
Yeah.
There's just so much bullshit that goes with it. Hear our dogs barking?
I hear a dog barking. That could be the one over there.
gas station. The brown one just sits there and barks.
They do sandblasting next door, right?
I don't know. I was literally just thinking about that sandblasting cabinet. I have a few parts that I would sandblast if I had air to run it.
Why don't we just bring that big ass compressor over here?
Just needs wired up, set somewhere.
220?
Yeah. Direct wire.
What's plugged into 220? We have those freezers.
It's direct wire.
You have to direct wire it?
Well, that's how they're all done. I'm sure you could put a plug. The only one I know of that's accessible is that freezer.
The one that's plugged in.
The one that is plugged in. The other thing about media cabinets, really you want them inside. The humidity clumps that stuff up and it won't feed the sand. We had a lot of problems with them when we were using TCAT.
See how nice that looks? $600. $1,600. 6 to Brandel, 16 to me. You come sit in front of us, I promise you'll be able to sew this straight.
And just perfect too, right out of the gate.
Yep. You can set your date. It can be a Wednesday or a Friday.
It can be any day.
Go ahead and wire transfer the 600 to Brandel for the deposit. When you get here, you bring my 1600 in 10th ounce gold coins. That's what I wanted, in 10th ounce. Spot price. Current spot price. I'll give you current spot price.
Don't worry, Cody, you can have half of mine.
Shit, I'll hold another camera for that.
I know, that's what we're doing. Another camera, we're also going to have to walk around and get onto them.
The feds will be in here wanting to know where all the gold coins are. Where's all the gold coins?
I'll walk around with a wooden ruler, just...
There are no gold coins. Well, you solicited. That's interstate commerce. All right. Do we have...
So walk around and tell them, hey, make sure you're using that foot as a third hand, okay? Drop that needle on there.
Do I say all those things? Is that shit I say?
Yeah. Make sure you're pulling your thread out the back because you don't want it to get all knotted up inside. All your other work. Yep. Make sure you're holding on to that tail too as that bobbin is going. It'll disconnect, and there we go.
I could not get that to do that when I was building a rifle case.
What?
Sit there and hold it until it pulls off.
The bobbin?
Yeah.
Well, you just got to run a straight line enough to do it. I wait. If you notice, I let it run on its own, and then when I have something straight, I'll grab it. Time are we at?
2:15. 3:50.
350.
3:50.
I clearly need more clocks.
You've got that big new one in there.
I love it. I love
right
that.
here.
I love that. It's like the one that we use in the podcast area, but it's way bigger. They threw that in a dumpster. There's a trash bin over there, and they just throw all their throw this away, and he just takes it out of the dumpster. He's like, this is a perfectly good clock. This is a perfectly good time clock. This is a perfectly good whatever, right? So. Huh?
You need a pocket watch.
I have one. It's in my desk drawer, one of my desk drawers.
It's going to get you those meta glasses that has your screen in front of one eye.
Do you think I would use it?
Probably.
You think I would?
Probably.
I think it's useful.
I mean, I think it's useful when you're sitting around by yourself doing stuff. Probably with no other people there, you're probably going to be looking weird because you're going to be focused on that while you're talking to them.
But they could see my perspective, right?
Yeah.
With the glasses, they could watch,
But you
see
only
what I
get
see.
3 minutes of record time, and then you have to hit it again.
The
Or
fuck?
you tell it to record.
What if I
again.
live feed?
It's for doing short stuff.
I don't know about live feed. I'll have to look at it. You can go directly live from your Ray-Ban Meta glasses to Facebook and Instagram.
Max for 3 to 5 minutes per clip, depending on the model of video qualities.
For live?
No, that's for
Just record clips. Is that onboard data?
Yeah. But you can keep recording it. It saves to your phone. It's a cloud that just goes straight to your app on your phone for your Meta glasses.
streaming, you can go up to 30 minutes at a time.
It's not bad though.
Does it eat the battery life on the glasses? Is that why the time limit?
Glasses typically last 30 to 40 minutes.
Per
Continuous video.
per charge?
Yeah.
That's when you're recording.
And they have a case too that you just throw in. You don't have to plug them in, and it just automatically charges them.
Charges them like the earbuds do.
Yeah. I think it's cool just because you can tap them and go, hey, I'm coming out here seeing what's going on with this, and just showing your hands, and
The
then
new Ray-Bans pulled the limit off.
Are they all Ray-Bans?
they have different styles for each one. You get to pick your style.
But they're all Ray-Bans?
I think so. I know Oakley came out with them. I want to say Oakley and Ray-Ban.
They're Ray-Bans or they're Oakleys? Those are the only two I'm seeing.
But it'd be perfect for sewing.
Yeah, it'd be perfect for doing this shit.
Yeah. Especially at night when you're live, just walking around showing things.
Do they Bluetooth?
For audio?
For video or audio?
What do you mean?
Like if I'm doing live off the iPad, and then I want to switch from iPad camera,
Probably not.
Can't do it.
Probably maybe on your phone. I don't know. I don't know the setup.
I'm pretty close to the edge back there. I'm gonna cut this in a little bit. Okay, not quite there. Close.
Cody did deliver Miranda's naked.
What?
Cody, he can deliver her birthday present naked.
Got it.
It'll have to be you.
No. She thinks I'm weird looking. She makes fun of what I eat every day.
Isn't that because girl that teases, she thinks she's
I don't think once you're past 30 that works that way.
No?
I think they're just teasing.
They're all just mean.
they're all just mean. This can't be right. I want these just tight enough that they don't slip on their own, but not tight enough that they are difficult to work with and manipulate. And while this seems a little loose, once you flip this, and this now is inside there, that will tighten that up a little bit. Is there a trash can over there? Right there? Or I took that one out of here and never brought it back. I go dump these after we film.
Is that one out too?
I don't know. No. Now these are my keepers for my shoulder straps. And that nose up in there makes a left side, right side, front, back channel, whatever. I'm going to put this in one side. I'm going to put them in both the same. You could oppose them. I mean, they'll still work, whatever. Doesn't matter. I'm going to put this strap on there, this buckle, and then when I run these back, I'm going to run these in the other side of the slot so that this lives between them. It just tightens it up, gives you some tension, and it keeps those cord keepers, those strap keepers, from rotating around and twisting. And then I'm going to sew this on here captive. And that completes the shoulder strap. Now if you missed any of this, I'm going to do this again in orange in just a second. You'll see it again. Now on the other tail I zigzag back and forth, so that I didn't have to cut all those threads. Here, I've cut those threads and ran 2 independent lines. So you can decide which one you like the looks of better. You could totally box X this too. If you had a tacker with a program or something, you could do all of them in that manner. Or you could just manually box X them. It's up to you what you want to do. So that one's done. That's what that looks like. Now, we're going to do it all over again in orange thread. How long is this video so far?
Probably 3 hours almost. Maybe.
Yeah, a lot of talking. We could probably knock an hour out of there. That's probably a solid time, like a real-time hour a piece to build these. The preacher's treehouse?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever happened to him?
He's still there.
He is?
Horace. Horace.
You think he misses it?
Yeah. I assume it was pretty much his entire life.
Has he started rebuilding it?
No. The city owns the property now.
The city does?
Yep.
How did they end up with it?
Well, they wanted to run a water treatment thing through it, and they were trying to buy the land the treehouse was on, and then he refused to sell it, and then a couple months later, some vandals had lit it on fire in the middle of the night, so after it was gone, he did sell it to them.
The city burned it.
Probably. Because it'd been there since I was 6. Without anybody doing anything to it.
See that line there? It's on the inside, so when I flip it, because it's not tacked down, it's pulling out, and you're seeing this from the other side. So let's get that out of there. And let's go ahead and put some thread in the proper line. And now, that'll never come out. It wouldn't have come out anyways. That one lone line, though, would have pulled, and you'd see that. So. Okay, unless something else is wrong that we have not found yet, this will be the last 2 lines of stitching in this project. All right. All right, here's the final product. These are 24-inch round duffels. This is a product that we have made for years. We have not made them in a couple of years, though. This is a birthday present. This is for my wife. She requested this, knowing that this was being cut. When I walked in this morning and said, "Cody, do you have that duffel?" He goes, "I have both of them." And to my surprise, I said, "What do you mean both of them?" So we have built both of them. If you couldn't get it in one take, we did 2 for you, so you better be able to do it now. Let's see what you guys do with this. Again, you just go ahead and wire transfer $800. Cody will hold that as a deposit. Brandl's cut is $1,600, and I need $2,200. So we'll teach you how to sew these lines really straight. Let me know.
Oh, it is on fire.